Nelson Mandela today is regarded as one of the most important men in history. He helped end apartheid and give majority rule to South Africa. But of course it wasn't easy. One of the men who hated minority rule the most and advocated for everything Nelson Mandela stood against was a man named P.W. Botha. Botha was born in 1916 to a white South African family in the Orange Province. When Botha was 20, he decided to become a lawyer. He later abandoned this and decided to become instead a politician. He moved to the Cape Province, where he joined the National Party, which was sympathetic to Nazi Germany. However, due to World War II, they cut their associations. In the late 40s, he would end up becoming a senator and helped the South African National Party reach power. In 1958, Botha became Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs. He was appointed by Prime Minister Hendrik Verwoerd. At this point in time, South Africa was ruled by the British Queen Elizabeth II, who was also the Queen of the UK and many other countries. In 1960, she sent her Prime Minister, Harold Macmillan, to talk about colonialism and how it should stop and how black majority rule should be given. The now exclusively white South African government did not like this. They decided to have a vote to become a republic. In the end, most South Africans decided to become a republic. The English in the town wanted to keep the monarchy, but they were outnumbered. Wormwood formally abolished the monarchy, and South Africa got a president. However, much like the president, the queen before him, they both had no power, and power was still kept by the prime minister. They would keep promoting Botha until Verwoerd was assassinated in 1966. After a brief power debate, P.W Botha became Prime Minister of South Africa. During this time, it's estimated that about 20% of South Africa's budget went towards military, as they were fighting the South African border war against black separatists in Southwest Africa. It's out of this time that Nelson Mandela was sent to prison. By now the international community was heavily against apartheid South Africa. To help this, Botha decided to take money used for defense and use it to help improve South Africa's reputation. Eventually he was exposed and had to resign. He was given the useless title of president, and Botha became prime minister, aka throne of real power. Botha was later also forced to leave the presidency because of corruption. Despite this, he still almost lost to Botha's epic successor, who was also corrupt. Botha decided to make some pretty minor reforms. He invented Bantu stands where black Africans had their own lands, like tribal reservations in the U.S. He also gave many rights to the colors, who were half white, half black South Africans. Still, however, power rested firmly in the power of the whites. Botha also tried to develop nuclear weapons. In 1980, he stepped down as defense minister and became prime minister. He also tried to build relationships with his neighbors, but this time he didn't use money laundering. One of Botha's main goals was to give black South Africans independence, so they could be separated from the whites in their own Bantu stands. He also won an election so he could become president. Abolishing the office of prime minister and combining the office in Vermont, he became state president. Well, on paper, Botha did give rights to colors, and systems so that white South Africans could not vote them when it was needed. To his credit, Botha also legalized interracial marriage and interracial children. He also set it up to allow black people to live in white cities, but they had to have a permit. He even met with Nelson Mandela in prison. However, Botha still maintained the whites were clearly in charge, and that he would not release Mandela. Despite this, somehow led of his party decided to leave. The rest of the world basically put sanctions on him, and he said that this will bring out the beast of South Africa. If they were rising, he decided to organize airstrikes on other African black majority countries. Even for all of his reforms, Botha was by far the most bloody apartheid ruler, jailing many South Africans and black South Africans unfairly. By now, the US and Soviet Union decided they were tired and Soviets agreed that they would take troops out of Angola if Vostos moved from power. In 1989, Vostos suffered a stroke. While Botha would recover, he was convinced to give away power. The new president became P.W Clark. His reforms were much like that of Botha, but without the bloodshed and more liberal. Clark let Mandela and other black people activists out of prison. Botha would retire to the countryside. In 1998, he was cast on stand trial for his crimes during apartheid. Unsurprisingly, Botha refused. As a punishment, Botha was put in jail. Botha would go to court and he was allowed to be free on the count of a technicality. In 2006, Botha would die. The overall gist was he was a dick, but he did some good things. Thank you for watching.